What's up, y'all? It's your boy Trev G. It's the RawXchange. As you guys are aware, I'm always with my peoples. I got Posh, MJ, and we got two guests today. Some know her as Shay is Killer. Some know her as I Gotta Get Bitch Out the Way. And then some know her as Touche, right? And then we got the legend, Dogman, in the building.
Homie? What they do?
That's what's up, right? Shay, you don't say hi to everybody? You gonna be a little fucking hating shit?
Sorry, my watch was
Fuck
going
you
crazy.
doing? Give a fuck about your watch, nigga.
Okay.
Get to work. So, as some may be, or some might not know, some may know, depends on who lives close to us. We had Classic Weekend this past weekend. Shit was lit from what I heard. I was at Disneyland being a tourist, and nobody was in that bitch, so I had a great time.
You didn't do anything Classic?
I didn't do shit Classic.
Nah, people from Orlando just stay in the house.
That's true. If you're not working, they don't.
Bruh, I mean, it's like I said, man, I haven't done Classic in a few years. And like if I do go some, it's like a night event. I almost went because my dad told me to come through, but I already had plans to be a dad. So.
Oh, your dad was out there?
Yeah, my dad, we always go out, bro. That's dog. Anyways, you got to rep for the culture, my nigga. That's how some of these deals get done, dog. So, but yeah, so we got that to talk about. We're probably gonna dab in a little bit of the nightlife as well, since we got some people that can speak on such. But to get started, let's start off with our appreciation.
So we're here at Novelty, located in downtown Orlando in the Thornton Park district. And we got photos by Lex in the building. We got Lemmy. Where the hell is Lemmy?
Yo,
these lights are bright as shit.
Yeah,
I really can't
bright.
see. Like, they think
And he's
that
in
it's
all black,
because-
so he kind of like blends in with the wall over there.
Lex is throwing shade. He's got 3 dark-skinned niggas up here. He's got a
Wait, what's your name?
Lights.
Photos by Lex. You used to take pictures, right? Oh, I remember him.
Oh,
back
God.
In the day. Okay, sorry.
So
30 minutes into the afternoon or night.
we got Lemmy in the building. Shout out to production. We got Reggie in the building.
You heard?
And we got Eddie B, our manager, in the building. And shout out to Wolfpack Lou. I'm lit as fuck right now. I don't know whose idea was this. I thought we were gonna.
Yo, we have
guess.
guests. When we say
Let the
tomorrow,
liquor
that's what
and
the
come.
fuck it
and
is.
real shit. That's number one, anyways. But besides that, we have guests. Just because they come on, we got to make sure they want to drink. You know, got to take care of your people. That's what we into.
It's
Right?
gonna be a long episode.
Happy birthday, nigga.
Thanks, man. It's tomorrow, but we'll see.
But people aren't going to be like...
That's true.
Yeah, you got to think in advance.
You
So,
right. Some
again,
people
happy
are trying
birthday.
to. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. 34. Surprised I'm still here. What else?
We almost died together. Well, you
Oh,
almost
fuck
died.
you, bitch. I can't even stand
He
you right
almost
now.
died one time.
You want to tell that story, Shay?
You can tell us.
Nah, I'm good. I'm still here, thank God. Hopefully I make it to 34 tomorrow, and we'll see how we going. MJ, let's get started.
Oh, we aren't doing like shoot the shit?
I mean, we
got
can
some
shoot the
to
shit.
say.
Let's
I mean,
go.
it's Florida State Hate Week.
Oh,
Actually,
fuck,
it's
I
Trev
totally
Hate
forgot.
Week because I got you in fantasy in both leagues.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dog, that was a bad week in fantasy football. Even though we need to update people, but we'll do that next week.
Yeah, so I got you.
Actually, no, we won't do that next week, but
I got
we'll do
you
that
twice
week
on
after.
Sunday, and then Saturday we got the game. And we
Yeah.
still got that bet going on, right?
You know what I was doing. Yeah, I never back down, bro. Florida State's going to tax
All
that
right,
ass,
whatever,
bro.
nigga.
what
Go
we do.
Gators.
I'll holler, man. You'll see me on Saturday, dog. We got a little bit of momentum we need from last week, so we'll take that over. We'll see how that goes. How about everybody else? How was your week, Shay?
It was pretty good. Just started. Kind of tired from Classic, but
I know we'll get into that in a little bit.
yeah.
Posh?
I'm with her. Like, I'm tired as shit. I'm lit right now. And high. This was such a bad idea. Like, whose
Our man
idea
looked like
was
he got all the
Hennessy?
energy in the world,
No,
and this
right,
guy,
man.
and this
He
guy was
made that-
hustling all week.
Give
and
me
like,
that money.
Hey,
He's
I don't
happy
get tired.
as
I'm like
shit.
Kevin
He's-
Gates, man. I'm
never
on it
tired.
right now, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm still chasing that bag,
I
boy.
feel you, bro. Can never stop that.
Hell no.
That's what's up. All right, MJ.
All right, so on to what's raw. So Sunday, Tekashi 6ix9ine got arrested for racketeering and firearm charges. People that don't know what racketeering is, niggas in the hood and shit.
That's where we're all from, the hood.
Oh, shit. Meet me outside.
Basically what it is you basically falsifying businesses that you run to cover up the money that you're making. So basically each racketeering charge can cost you up to 25 years in prison. And of course, we already know he's already on parole for the sexual abuse charges. So, do niggas ever stay out of trouble? especially niggas in the limelight.
Do
Hell
niggas
no.
do niggas ever stay out of bitches?
Oh.
Well then.
Yeah.
Matter is
What's his
what?
nationality? Is he Puerto Rican? What is he?
He-
Mexican.
Mexican. Oh, okay.
So why the
Does that
fuck
make
is he-
sense now?
Well, he always says nigga. I was so confused. I was like, is he?
And he
white or-
reps DR pretty hard too.
Right. That's weird.
I never knew that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is he half?
No.
I mean, do
But
most
it's a
Mexicans rep
beautiful
Mexican?
country.
That's true.
Nah, you right.
There you go. There.
I don't know. I feel bad for the kid. I really do.
Is that just
Why?
like bullshit charges though? Like that just sounds a little weird. That you think that
No,
nigga's worried
that
about?
nigga caught a Rico.
They
Like,
were
it's
saying,
bad.
yeah, they're pimping him.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking bad. I don't know. I feel bad for him. You know why I feel bad for him? I feel bad for him because he's a little ass kid still. Like, the problem is like, how can I put this? Like, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, I just feel like where we're from, we want to rep it, but there has to come a time where we just let the shit go.
Yeah.
Like, there has to come a time where it's like, yo, like, I'm from this hood and that's where I grew up and everything like that. Thank you for the experience, but I'm out. And like I feel so bad for him
But
because
how
I
you
feel
gonna do
like,
that with the people around you that first of all, egging you on, hyping
but
you
that's
up?
the problem, and that
Because
was
think
my
about when you
point
were a
in
kid,
saying
right?
that.
If it's the people you hung around with, right? If I was hanging with my niggas, like, what'd you say, nigga? And then guess what?
Yeah.
We all riling each other up, and that's what we did at a young age. Well, he got old ass niggas doing that to him because his facade and his, the way that he has to carry himself, and he's gonna learn a very valuable lesson shortly.
But
It looks
why
like.
do you feel bad though? I mean,
I feel bad because I feel like he got into a grown ass nigga's game and he didn't know what he was getting himself into. That's why I feel bad.
but still, he
because
has the option to stop.
you have.
You can't
I
stop
I don't
that life, dog.
I don't
about to
expect
cry?
you to understand. No, I'm
She
not.
better drop it.
It's not about that. I just feel like I know
Hey, go get
what
a
it is
Kleenex.
to be from the fucking hood, and I feel like you built something and you just didn't know when it was time to let the hood go, and now you put yourself in a predicament where you about to bro. Anybody that's been locked up, even if it was just for a fucking day, is like I don't wish jail on nobody,
Yeah, for sure.
fam.
It ain't
And
right.
to be such a little ass nigga, like you don't even know what you're doing, fam. Like you lost your dad at a young age. You had your mother raising you. You're raised in the fucking hood. You start to make a name for yourself. You're still around all the wrong energy. And now you put yourself in a real fucked up predicament where your whole life could be over. All that shit you was talking and all that hype that you built is deaded.
Yeah. And
One bad move, that's all it took. So that's why I say I feel bad for the kid. I'm not about to fucking cry. I just know that shit like that happens in my hood every day.
But you could see him fall back. Like he wasn't having the same energy that he always
course.
had. You could tell, like, I would say that he kind of got to a point, and I think when you know that you got it, like he's hit after hit after hit, like I got this, I don't need to be doing some of this dumb shit. Now, in the beginning, don't get me wrong, he was doing what he had to do to get his name out there, but after a while, you could stop. But I think, especially like we talk about this grown-ass man's game, you got to a point there's no return.
That's
Like
right.
you got to keep going. You got
That's what happened.
And
He
you got
can't
50.
turn
You
around.
got 50 Cent fucking you up in there.
Yep,
Just keep
yep,
going, buddy.
yep.
Keep going.
I don't think that 50
Good
was
night.
doing that though. To be honest with you, like now in light of his arrest or whatever, they did the video clip when Fat Joe interviewed him and
Yeah.
how Fat Joe was trying to tell him like, yo, they watching you. You
Yeah.
gotta protect yourself, whatever the case may be. I feel like 50 Cent was one of the other very few people that actually tried to take him under his wing because
Yeah.
that nigga was like a little mini 2018 50. 50
sure.
built his name off of being hip hop's bully.
I agree.
So he was doing kind of like mimicking in his steps. And I feel like people like Fat Joe try to intervene. People like 50 try to be like, yo, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of the falling back was really because people in the game, you know what I'm saying, OG
Yeah.
started to be like, yo,
Yeah,
come
check
here. You
yourself.
know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You can't move that way. Like, this is real fucking life. Like, you're going to put yourself, like,
Exactly.
he was told this was going to happen. And now everybody now in light of his arrest, people want to be like, oh, you see what happens and this and that, the third. Like, nigga, this is nothing to be proud about.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Like, this is still your community. This is hip hop that you rep, right? This is your shit. So why are you happy or why are you sitting there? Oh, look what happened to dude. Why didn't you have that energy beforehand to be like, yo, let me take you under my wing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how it's done. Let me put you on.
Yeah, for sure.
How old is he?
He's like
17,
early
18?
No.
He's older than
He's a
that?
little bit older
19,
than that.
20.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
He's a kid, my nigga.
but
He's a kid.
It sucks too because he comes out with hits after fucking
Yeah.
hits, bro. That dude hasn't hit a L yet, and I think his album comes out next week. They said, right?
Yeah, no, Friday.
Oh, is
It was
this
supposed
Friday?
to drop Friday the
Oh,
23rd.
wow.
Gotta
Yeah.
pay for that lawyer.
No, I'm sure he's good.
They took all his bread. They seized his bank account.
That's how they caught his
1.6.
ass. Bumba clock.
Damn.
And I read something too. They were saying he made like $3 million, but only got like 300,000.
That's
Yeah, that
why
was
he
off of shows or
fired
something, right?
his
Yeah.
management team because of that. Because
He was going
they
to
were,
shows and like, oh, here's $30K. Niggas, they were making a meal off the shit, dog.
Yeah.
That's
They
crazy,
played
my
the
nigga.
shit out of that nigga.
Yo, it's a dirty game, bro. But you got to live and learn, and hopefully, maybe he can get out and get some guidance from this and make better decisions. Because at the end of the day, like you making real money and real mistakes, and the two
Right.
don't work. So.
Right.
Yeah, like I think he just turned 22. Like he's a baby, my nigga. Like
Yeah.
this is really fucked up.
Yeah, but you know what? This is a great example for this generation. And what I mean by that is that when we were younger, when we were in high school, when we were in middle school, when shit happened, like we figured a way to get around it. Now it's like, oh, go do this, go do that, but somebody else is your puppet master, and you're doing all this dumb shit out there, and you're the one that's falling for raps. You know what I mean? Everybody else is looking back like, hey, dog, we gonna spend this money for you, but when you get out, we got you, and you the one fuck because they used you as decoy. And I mean, hopefully that shit works itself out, man. But that, like you said, those type of charges, bro.
Serious.
You don't
Big
come.
boy shit.
First of all, even if you come out, bro, you got to go make money ASAP because any of that money you had,
Yeah.
still logged down.
Yeah.
They still gonna hold it for a little while, and you still got to go through all the other bullshit that you got to go through. So that's when they hit you with that shit, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a very nasty charge.
That's
like,
white people charges.
So that's why I didn't respond to my DM to come on the show. Next,
How long you was holding that, nigga?
we got the Diplomats. They're gonna make a new album after 15 years. How do y'all feel about that?
Can't wait.
I'm excited.
I'm kind of nervous.
I think it brings us back to how we felt that, because obviously music has like waves and shit, but I think, Dipset, I mean, for me, was a big part of music, for me growing up, so to have, if they have any, I mean, shit, I'll just say this. If they are anywhere to where Jim Jones was on that last album he dropped, I'm not worried about it. I think they'll come out with some fire.
I'm nervous because this may. I don't want them to have like the Lil Wayne effect, where we waited so long for the Carter 5 and the shit was just aight, and then they drop their album and it's just aight. Do you think that tarnishes their legacy?
I wouldn't say
Don't
so.
say no shit like that about fucking diplomats. What's
I'm
wrong
sorry.
with you,
Yeah,
nigga?
the
Like,
fact
the
when you look
fuck?
at
line. I'm
No,
sorry.
I mean, everybody
we talk
has-
all this kind of shit about Lil Wayne, but say something.
First
about
of all,
Diplomats,
I
line cross.
liked the Lil Wayne album. I was just playing it the other day, so I'm not. That's why
It
when
was
you
aight.
said that, I let it go. But the Diplomats, like, first of all, their beats better be fire because that's
Well,
really
here's the thing,
first
MJ.
and foremost what
Are
they're
you going to
known
be
for.
looking for that wave and listening with your 6-9 ears, or are you going to be listening with your old school diplomat ears?
Old school.
With
'Cause
the
that's what I
twist.
know. When it comes to the Diplomats, that's what I know.
Yeah, but and see, this is kind of funny because me and Lemmy were having a conversation, right? And I haven't been in the nightlife industry in 10 years, right? So, and just some stuff we've been talking about. But if I was to decide to come back today and do a nightlife, right? Even the people that fuck with me from way back when, even if I got them to come out, that still wouldn't matter because the 10 years that I haven't been in the game, there's a group of people that I have no idea who the fuck they
right,
are.
yeah.
I have no connection to them.
That's true.
So I might think I'm coming to drop straight heat and I'm going to go crickets because I haven't done anything within this 10-year range to bring them. So what's going to happen to them is they're going to say, hey, what do we come out with that's going to be this genre, this generation, and that's still fire. Hopefully they stay true to themselves and come out with some heat because they were their own, they were their cash money at that time. You know what I mean? So
I just hope they don't try to mimic any kind of new flows or anything like that.
They style ain't in right now, bro.
Yeah,
The
I
South
agree.
holding it down. They ain't gonna.
South
But
is
the
hella.
nostalgic factor of
But the South has always been holding it down.
Yeah.
If we really talk about it,
Right.
like the South's been holding it down ever since they opened the fucking door.
They gonna have to jump on the dirty South beat
Yeah.
straight up.
Nah.
But you know what I think I
feel
like about that you bring up is that the South has always figured out a way to revitalize. Like they realize,
Right.
yep, hey, that crunk shit ain't working no more.
Yep.
What we got next? Lil Bootsy,
Yep.
all the niggas from Miami
Yep.
collectively
Yep.
come together. Young Jeezy.
Yep.
I mean, T.I. was already there, you know what I mean? But then you got that. And now you got, QC and everybody that's under them
Yep.
that's like, yo, Lil Baby's probably one of the hottest niggas out.
No, for
and that's
real.
probably one of my favorite rappers that's come out today, bro.
yeah.
And they just still bring out fresh fucking acts, bro.
Nah,
The
I
shit
think
is
true.
I think people are going to look for the nostalgic factor of the Diplomats because I think that's what we were looking for.
Nigga,
when
you
it came
said
to
nostalgic, nigga? You think niggas was talking about, I hope this
Wayne. Bro,
album's
that's what I wanted to
nostalgic?
hear from Wayne. I wanted to hear some old Wayne.
And I feel like he accomplished that on his album, but I don't know.
I think Wayne achieved what we're talking about right now.
I'm telling
I think
you
Wayne
right
kept
now,
it his
there's
old and
certain
added the new
people that
and
have
brought the two
certain
together. I
sounds.
think
Yeah.
he actually did a great job with that.
Yeah.
So
There's certain like artists that have a certain sound. I'm looking for a certain sound. Don't try no funny shit.
it might be
Right.
refreshing
Like-
too, because all the crazy shit that we
You
hear
might,
that sounds the same, we might go, damn, that
Nigga,
fucking
you know
feels
how
fresh.
classic
I don't. You
Dipset
gotta tell me,
is?
dog. You don't.
That's what I'm
there.
saying.
Still
Like
listening to
I
in my
can't
car.
even
Making them Jewels
imagine
and
that
Lil
nigga
Wayne
trying to
mixtapes,
do
nigga?
no fucking.
But sometimes I feel y'all though. But sometimes you gotta let that shit go.
Okay, imagine Wheezy. Not Wheezy. Let's do somebody else. Trick Daddy on a New York beat, on a Dipset beat. Like that doesn't sound
That
right
ain't
to
gonna
you,
work.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't need diplomats trying to step into that realm when
That's-
what they got works.
That's just like I'm saying. That's why they need to just go ahead and chill. Cause they try. I'm telling you, they about to chill.
I'm here for it.
I'm telling you, they don't have to chill right
That
now.
almost makes me want to have a discussion about who has held music down the longest. Because if you think about West Coast, right?
Yeah.
West Coast takes a lot of breaks.
Right.
Like they killed the 90s.
They killed the 90s.
And I'll give them a couple years in the 2000s. They were dead till Kendrick came out. I mean,
Yeah.
you had the Game here and there, right?
It's the South.
Yeah.
But they were dead, right? You
Yeah.
got New York. Yo, when Young or fucking what's his name, Lil Jon came out and that wave started happening, and even still like Outkast coming out, like that old school, hip hop
Right.
from the South, like that
Yeah.
even made New York niggas go, damn, dog, let me relax. And them niggas have not stopped since.
You know who get it?
Who?
Fat Joe.
Yeah.
Fat Joe get it. You know what I'm saying? He get it. He said, man, give me one of them tracks, man. And
Yeah.
he still be
Yeah.
himself. He still be himself, and he just laced
But I
that
feel
shit.
like Fat Joe kind of adapted a Miami vibes, a Southern vibe when he moved, you know what I'm saying, down south. So I think that's why he was able to really transition and get to it because
he gets it still.
his whole flow switched up after that. But I don't expect nobody from New York to just hop on a track and it be like fire. Like
Ain't Cameron them around in this area?
Cameron, yeah.
Cameron,
Yeah,
he
lives
has
in-
homes
Kissimmee.
Yeah.
in this area, but.
Yeah.
It doesn't
You gonna be
have to
surprised.
really
The real
be
You gonna
thing,
be
though,
surprised.
the real thing, though, I
Now
think
Jimmy, he lives in Miami.
yeah.
the real thing I think it is at the end of the day, and just like we had the guy from Atlanta last week from Lit Ass Swing, shout out to him again. Atlanta really helps like their people, bro. Like
Right.
if somebody coming out, it ain't fuck you, it's yo,
Right.
let's all ride, and then you gonna catch your wave and keep soaring. Like,
Yeah.
and that's obviously we probably gonna look at Gucci Man of that because Gucci
Yeah.
Man started a lot of that. It's like he's like the dad to all these motherfuckers, but they've always worked together. Same shit they kind of did with the down south. Lil Wayne moved down there. You got DJ Khaled, all those guys trying to collab together, and they work together. New York is just kind of like Orlando, man. Somebody
Yeah.
put some shit on. Fuck this shit, nigga. I ain't
They
fucking
won't
with
throw
you.
the rope
I
down
ain't
and save a
fucking with
bitch life.
Exactly.
If they do throw the rope down, that bitch be full of gasoline.
Exactly. bro.
That's not true.
What you mean?
Shit.
Yo, bro, you go to New York, you got Rough Riders versus, I don't
Yeah.
even gonna say
Locks.
Bad Boy, but
The
yeah,
Locks
you know what I
and-
mean? It's
yeah.
like everybody had like, fuck you, this and that, and it's like, bro,
But that's where, like, no.
Is that what made
that's
New York
not
music
a
and
fucking
shit?
fair argument at all. Like, hip hop, like, New York was the birthplace, and then you had your rivals.
you're
like,
right,
that's
it was
what,
birth and move
Ex-
down south.
No, no,
That shit down south.
That
no.
motherfucker said, I can't take the summer or the winters no more.
Hey,
I'm out.
check this. Look,
All snowbirds.
You know your slang Dip said. You been watching they play clock?
I have.
They got features with They got features with Coley P and shit
They
like that.
do. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, if I'm gonna listen to a Dipset album, I want it to be classic Dipset. I don't want it to
I'm
be
assuming that's what
nothing-
you're gonna get anyways. I mean,
Yeah.
if you got every Dipset together, it's like
They
saying,
gonna
hey,
do
we're
it.
gonna put some Rough Rider shit together. I'm assuming we're gonna get a like
You're gonna
like,
get DMX,
that's
you're
what
gonna
I'm
get
saying.
Eve, you're gonna get Jadakiss. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna get Dragon. I don't want to hear no fucking T.I. jump in the mix. Like, nigga, you don't belong here. What
But
are you doing? Like, no.
I mean,
no, no.
all right. I mean, they did have a few people on those Rough Rider anthems, but I got you.
Well, speaking of features, Swizz Beatz dropped an album on November 2nd, and he said he dropped a couple notable names from his collab album, like Jay-Z, Nas,
What was the
Jadakiss.
whole track? I think they had one track with
It was
all
one
of them
track?
on it. Yeah.
Oh, it says.
So he dropped
album.
that because he was saying,
It was going to outshine the rest of the album.
That's some heat.
How do you feel about that? Like, are you not confident in your artistic talent to?
I mean, I get what he's saying, but at the end of the fucking day, bro, like, I mean, the way we consume music now, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, drop your shit. The people that fuck with you are gonna fuck with you. People that don't fuck with you are not. Like, are we gonna hear your 1-2 tracks?
I just
and keep
wanna
it
know what
moving?
that song is.
I know. I mean, I want to hear it
Right.
as well, but I mean, because some people's heard it because they've been Just Blaze. We're doing a
Yeah.
DJ off, and he sampled it in there, and a lot of people have been asking for
It's
it. And
gotta
that's
be
the
out
one
there
track
somewhere.
that he's saying. But supposedly he has a few more. I think he's doing something with his wife, and then he has another joint or another CD coming out too. So I think he's trying to put it in with that one. But yeah, like me, at the end of the day, look, man, you got to get it moving. I mean, his album was okay. Did anybody else listen to his album?
I started to listen to it, but
Yeah, it was different. I mean, the track with Nas was dope. I mean, there's a few here, but Swiss Beats is different. So
Speaking of Nas, did you see his little video movie clip for his album?
his last album that he dropped?
Yes, the Nasir. He did
Yeah.
like a short movie. That shit is flames.
Too bad the album wasn't.
Well, that's your opinion of it. I love
So
it.
you like that album?
I did. I always said, why don't you guys listen to me? Like, fuck. Yes, I like the album. I like
biased.
every single bit of it. And the video that goes
I
with
don't even
it
think
now
Nas
makes
liked
it.
that album, to be honest with you.
Actually, he did. If he wouldn't have
You
liked
spoke
it,
to him?
he wouldn't
You
have put
spoke
it
to him and he
out.
told you you liked it?
Why? You really want to pull that card right now? Okay. All right. I thought so.
You
Don't
know
do
that's
that.
why I be doing it, though, so relax.
But listen,
nigga.
anyway, I want to talk about some shit that I was holding in since it happened.
What's that?
So let me tell you what I did this weekend, right? So, for the sake of doing a classic weekend recap, thank you guys for participating. I decided
We're
that
getting
it's
there.
only fair that I actually participate in something classic weekend related.
That's your reason.
Yeah, because I was like, how else am I going to talk about it if I don't do the research? So,
You were my correspondent for that, by the way. You failed us. Because you're supposed to be at everything, motherfucker.
That's a lot.
You're my
excuse me,
correspondent.
how
like,
many of us
hey,
are
hey,
there? Okay,
Hey,
anyway.
let's check in with Posh. How are you doing out there, Posh? Oh my God, this shit's lit. That's what I was expecting to do.
I mean, I did that at Cleo's.
Oh my God.
oh
like-
shit.
Anyway, so I get to this venue. I decided that I wanted to do the YES party
Okay.
at Mango's. And thanks to my awesome manager for hooking it up with the guest list, right?
Yeah,
So this
for
should be easy. So I thought, right?
Damn, dog. I hear that Mack truck coming from a mile away.
So this is what ends up happening. So I get to the venue. I ended up walking into the wrong place. I didn't know they had two fucking lines for the same place. It was ridiculous, whatever. So I say to the security guard, I was like, hey, I'm on a guest list. Where's the, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's the guest list or whatever? Can you point me in that direction? So he tells me, oh, you got to come over here. Get over there. There's a line around the fucking corner.
Mango's is lit.
And listen, by no means am I a 10, okay? I'm a solid
5.5.
7, and when I really get done up, I will give myself an 8. You
I
feel
heard
me?
that shit.
But
The nigga's been looking at you the whole time.
so listen, what I'm saying is,
The nigga said, I ain't staring at these lights. Fuck that shit, my nigga.
so with that taken into consideration, I feel like
You should have got
I
in there.
shouldn't make lines, and
Right.
I may be wrong, but I
I was
just
going to
feel
ask you,
like
how'd that feel to be the person that said I'm on a list? How'd that
I
feel?
mean, I do that all the time. That's why I'm saying, like, I just was like, okay, I know it's a little bit different because it's classic,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
normally I could get away with it.
All right.
You know, and then my plus one is another female. So, and then she's also dressed up. It's not like, you know. So we get there. They're like, yeah,
It's
the
Saturday,
line.
right?
So this was Friday.
Friday.
Oh, okay.
Mind
Friday.
you, I ran around all day, got drunk at Cleo's at like 3 o'clock in the fucking afternoon. Like, it was a mess. So I get there. I'm like, okay, so the list, whatever. He's like, yeah, the line is over there. So I was like, yeah, like about that line, like I really don't do lines.
Oh my God.
So,
What episode
This
was
is
that?
funny.
no. So he was like,
You ain't
well,
telling me you're a part of RX?
so I say, listen, okay, you got to utilize your resources.
Oh God.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, okay, well, I'm here from the RawXchange podcast to do the media covering for Classic Weekend. So I see the promoter, and for the sake of not ruining my manager's relationship with him, I'm not going to say his name, but you can Google the event. So I see him. So I say to him, I was like, hey, so, you know, I'm here with Eddie B on the guest list. He says, I don't know who that is, and walks off. So I was like, maybe he ain't hear me because it happens. It's
Hey,
all
yo,
shit
nigga.
outside. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
I got
'Cause
some
I know
fingertips
for
in my
a fact
purse.
that he knows who he is. I've been to his parties where they've done it together. So I'm like, maybe he ain't hear me. It's no big
Yeah.
deal, right? So
Maybe he said Pablo B.
I don't fucking know. It could have been anything. The music was going, people was, you know, it was busy. So I was like, maybe he just didn't hear me, whatever. So I go back to security and I was like, hey, listen, I'm looking for such and such, the name of the girl who's holding the guest list. We don't have nobody here by that name. Okay.
Damn,
Yes.
they hit you with
Yo,
all of
listen.
them.
What they hear you with?
And
So
everyone,
I was
my nigga.
like, okay. So then the girl I'm with Gina. So Gina starts yelling the girl's name,
Oh,
like
God,
just
yeah.
out loud.
I can't see Gina doing
And the
that.
girl was
Oh,
like,
God,
the girl
Gina.
starts looking. So now I'm like, oh, it's her.
Is that bitch?
So she walks up to us. She's like, hey, what's up? I was like, hey, I'm on this glass list. Yes, you're good. Gives me my wristband. I'm thinking, all right, cool. I'm in here, right? 15 minutes later, no. Security stops me again and says, no, we're not lifting this rope. You got to get in line.
Oh, it was the line you were the issue.
So I was like, but then I was like, but you don't understand. I'm here with this podcast. I'm doing like media coverage. Like I'm not getting in that line. I kind of told you
not
this in
what
the
I
very
do.
beginning.
Yeah.
So then he's like, no, nobody can come through this line. So then they say that as they're letting a group of niggas in. So I'm like, okay. So I say to the guys like, yo, listen, I'll give you $20. Just lift the fucking rope. Like it's not even that big of a deal. I can't do that. All right.
Yo, were these mango workers or were these
they
people
were
for the event?
Yeah, they were people for the event. So
Or niggas.
So I'm like, okay. So then the one security guard's like, listen, just stand right here so that, I'm going to get you in. Just give me a second. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm waiting.
Patiently.
This short security guard, I don't know.
Your height or shorter than you?
No, like my height.
Okay.
So he decides that it's okay to grab my girl and move her and was like, oh, you need to not be here. You need to move. So I was like, listen, like I'm out here now 20 plus minutes. Like he asked me to stay here. You know what I'm saying? I'm standing right here. If you want us to move, we could fucking move. But don't put your hand on my girl. Like there's no reason for that.
The Posh came out.
And I'm like, I'm not even drunk right now. I'm not high right now. Like I'm not even trying to be no kind of way. Like don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. Like we'll move. So this nigga was like, you guys got to make I got so pissed at that point that I was like, you know what? Fuck this party. I ripped the wristband off and I walk off. I was like, I'm not doing it, yo. Like, I can't believe that 30 minutes in, I'm
crazy.
still arguing with security trying to bust a move. Like, what in the fuck?
That's a pretty big party, right? YES? I think I heard of that one before.
I caught
Is it
Eddie.
big? No?
I don't know. I ain't
YES,
know.
So
right?
I-
Come on, chime in, motherfucker. Shit. The fuck? The
So-
YES, is that a big party? Like, that's happened before, right?
I've honestly never been to it, but I've heard of it.
It was back in the day. It used to be done at Touch. I hadn't seen that party in years.
Yes, I.
Oh, so shit's whack then.
So,
Obviously
I don't know,
not,
they
nigga.
brought
They
it
had
back.
a line around the building.
so check this
word.
out.
That's the
So
weekend.
You ain't
I
listen?
call him. He's like, give me a minute. I'm going to call you right back.
Call
So I
him who?
Call Eddie.
Our manager.
So I'm walking back to in front of the club because he said,
Eddie's
give him
over
a
there
second.
laughing.
I'm texting him like
Yo,
I'm
Eddie
back.
told them niggas to
Yo, listen. Listen. I'm in front of the club now. All I know is that I see a flash, so I look up, and the security guard, the one that grabbed Gina, was taking a picture of me. So I'm like,
Oh, shit.
the fuck? Like, I ain't even doing, like, yo,
Yo,
I
he's
swear
about
to
to
God,
ballerific your ass.
I'm not even like doing shit right now. So I walk up to him, I was like, yo, what's the problem? Like, for real, like, I'm a girl, I'm here, like, I'm not even on no bullshit. I'm here with my friend, like, what is the problem? So he's like, oh, you guys need to follow the rules. And I'm like, but is it really that serious? And I'm here to ask, is it really that serious?
No.
So I'm like, why did you take a picture of me? What is your name? So he's like, I'm not telling you my name. He's like, and you guys need to go or I'm going to call the deputies. I'm like, call the deputy? Nigga, call the fucking
Good
deputy.
thing that
Like,
wasn't
the
me. I'd have been
fuck?
like, yo, that's my fucking neighbor, nigga.
So I was like, what do you mean?
Oh, hold on.
The
Still?
deputy. Like, so I was like, all right, go get him. So as he's leaving and I'm telling Gina, I was like, yo, just call the lift. We're out. The one security guard's like, just go in. I go in. I turn around. Gina's not there. The guy stopped Gina from going in.
Oh,
Damn.
So I
He had
had
an
to
issue with her?
walk back out and
The
be like,
short
what
one?
is the problem? Yes. Yo, the other security guard walks up to me. He's like, yo, he says he'll let you guys in, but you need to apologize.
What?
Apologize for what? So I was like, I looked at this guy,
God.
and at that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm not even this kind of person, but I'm not apologizing for shit, my nigga. Like, I don't even know what
That's
to
what you
tell
told
you.
him?
Yeah, I told him just
Straight
like that.
up.
I was like, I don't even know what to tell you, my nigga. Like, I'm not apologizing. Apologizing for what? What did I do? Show up to this party?
Yeah. Try
So
to
the-
get in what I was told how
Yo,
to get
like,
in.
so the guy's over there yelling and shit, and I'm yelling at him. I was like, I'm not apologizing, fam. So he's like, come over here. So he's like, what's your name? I'm like, what do you want my name for? I'm telling you right now, I'm not apologizing to you. So he was like, I want to apologize to you. I'm sorry I don't know who the fuck he called, but whoever he did got it together quick, fast, and in a hurry. By then, My night was
I can only
already
imagine.
ruined.
Yo, what we need is fucking Eddie B's side of this bitch. Like
45
motherfucker, call
minutes.
me.
45 minutes of bullshit only for me to walk into this event, and you would think, yes, the line was around the corner, it was held up. No, it wasn't popping.
At all.
Oh,
Fucking
they
knew it.
did the
man.
okey doke.
Fucking
Oh
knew it.
man.
So not only was that happening,
It looked,
So
I thought
I
it was
just-
on
Yo,
Instagram,
Eddie
it looked like it was
B's
lit.
face, my
so
nigga.
I mean, you know, it was like Cuba Libre and the hip hop room, and you know how the hip hop room is small, so it looks like it's busy, but it's not.
So the main room was what?
Bro, there's 3 stories to that motherfucker.
I don't
Right?
listen.
So you gotta, if you want that bitch to be rammed, you gotta pack the bitch out.
I just don't
That's
understand.
at least
like I
that's
had
at least
questions.
35 for $4,000. I think people wise, it could
Like
fit.
I just feel
Right?
like this, right? I was like, once I got over the bullshit, I just told him, I was like, yo, I need to know why, like in this promoting game, like is that common? Like what is the behind the scenes of the classic
Normally
weekend?
they would have slid you in. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
The-
I mean,
Yes.
something wasn't right. Something wasn't right.
I think it was an ego thing because he was gotta be
Yeah.
because he was doing too much.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
Napoleon
like, is it
syndrome.
normal?
That's like the head
Yeah.
security guy that can
Right,
kind of pull
right.
some weight. That had to be what it was.
Yeah.
Because first of all, if you know somebody,
Yeah.
you should be Gucci. And then if the other person's calling, you should still be good.
Because
You
she
know
was
what I mean?
name dropping,
Exactly.
and he still was bucking.
Yeah. I do that with, we did that with people that like name drop and you know they shouldn't be name dropping. Like, huh?
Huh?
What, nigga?
She would have been. See, that's what I was about to tell her. Listen,
Yo, listen, don't even talk
Was
to
that
me
your
like
party?
that right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, what I'm about to tell you.
Because I'm
Oh,
about to
shit.
get
That was
pissed.
his.
Because my manager knew
You should've
that
been
I
at
wanted to
Jeezy.
go.
Exactly.
And he said to me, you know what? I'm supposed to see him for this day event we have. When I see him, I'm going to talk to him. So, you hear this?
Yeah.
You showed up to the podcast.
and
I'm mad as fuck right now because I really wanted to go.
I should have never gave this bitch Hennessy.
listen,
She about to be heavy
listen
right
though,
now.
listen though, I feel it. But if you would have came to Jeezy, you would have got in. You would have went to skip line. Would have gave you a bottle. You see what I'm saying?
Damn,
Would have gave you a bottle.
Damn.
You know what I'm talking about? You would have been Gucci. We give you 100 ones to throw. Come on, you was at the wrong party.
Damn.
All for free.
I just want to understand. Like, I was like, I really, like, after I was pissed. I'm not going to lie. A fucking $50 hookah. I couldn't even smoke the shit. There was like, it was way too strong. The coals were burning the shit. It was a hot fucking mess.
Right.
To be honest with you, I went there
So how
because
long
of
were you there?
envy. By the time I got in, it was like 12:50. I was there
But
for
you know
the
what?
hour.
That brings up a really
Oh,
good point. Just for not regular people. I'm sorry, I don't want to make people seem weird, but for people that
for
for
peasants.
people that don't know nobody, goddamn it. Anyways, yo, when you do all this extra shit and all you want to do is have a good time, and then they make it extra hard for
Right.
you to get in the club, and then it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That shit bothered the fuck out of me. Just when I was a promoter, like I never wanted that shit. Like if I got a line, it's because inside is fucking crunk as fuck,
That's
and
right.
we having a great time. But I ain't gonna fucking be like, it ain't lit yet.
Like,
Because
are
I know
those
Posh.
tricks
Posh
of
ain't
the
show me that
trade?
bitch till at least I'll give her the earliest 11:30.
No,
if
I
that.
was there at midnight.
And then that's what said the earliest, because I know you, motherfucker. You don't come to shit on time. So I already know by the time you there should be people in that
Yeah.
bitch.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like,
I got there at midnight, and then by the time I got in, it was like 12:45, 12:50. And then
You patient.
Oh yeah, because I'd be like, fuck that shit.
Fight
I
for the
did. I ripped the
Long time ago.
wristband off and everything, and I just felt bad because my friend had to go out of her way and get dressed and everything else, you know, and it was just like, it was super whack. But it just, like, after the initial everything, it was just like, it dawned on me, like, I'm like, yo, like, are these tricks of the trade? Like, do promoters really do that to make it seem like it's lit, to maybe get
regular
more money
people,
at the door?
regular people,
to
yes,
maybe,
but not people that got their name on the list,
Yes,
and
yeah.
not people that you got people calling to have them in. Like that
because
shit
I
don't
was,
never happen.
Like, I just was like, I get it. It's classic weekend. You know, there's a bunch of people from out of town.
Again,
there's
you probably
money
dealt
to
with
be
the
made.
owner of that security
Right.
That's-
company.
you know what I
How they
mean?
shit
Like-
don't
He was
stink.
he was power stroke. They
Right.
be real power
Right.
stroke. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga was like, I wanna
But
let
isn't that
you in
crazy
the
how
club
niggas are power
because you're
struck off of a
beautiful.
night?
Off
Nigga,
a
this
night.
is 4 hours, my nigga.
Yeah, this shit been-
We're
this
working
shit
for
over
4
with.
hours.
Yeah.
Calm the fuck down and relax. Like,
He was
that shit
power
don't make no
struck.
sense.
And
He
so
said
what
to
do you do
me-
when you leave after that? So.
He says to me, he's like, there's nothing more that I want to do than let you into the club because you're beautiful. And I was like, motherfucker, I wasn't beautiful 45 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Like, now you got me hype as shit. Now I'm mad. Now
Nah,
I don't
that's
even want
after
to
somebody
fucking
made a
be
phone
here.
call and
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
fix
Right.
the shit.
Somebody
Like,
got the ass chewed for that.
because
So I
I'm
was-
assuming that party, whoever's throwing that party, is not out front because of how big the party
Right.
is.
Well,
Right.
actually, that was the person that I asked if he knew when he wasn't. So
Oh.
it was, it was weird. But
He curved you. He shoes you.
but I was just like, it just made me think. Like, I'm like, maybe
Hopefully we can pay
it's
him back one day,
entitlement.
all right? We'll pay him back one day for you.
I was like, maybe it's entitlement, but I just feel like if you have women coming to your event, like understand that
sure.
that day I fucking worked. I had to go to Tampa for work. I drove back home, showered, got dressed,
Candace
drove
party.
over there. I'm here to cover your event, and there's nothing more than I want to do than to have a good time so I can have a different story to tell here.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that I had to go through that just really bothered me because I'm like, as a promoter, I just feel like, and I don't know how often you do your events, but let's say if they were on a weekly basis, Classic Weekend ain't every weekend. So
But
what
that
do you
shit
do?
ain't a weekly event, though. That ain't.
But that's my point.
Because Mangoes don't really give it out like that. Because Mango does their own
my
shit.
point being is, regardless of the location and the club, if you're a promoter who's throwing a party every single week, when Classic
That's
comes and
different,
goes, you're gonna be left with your core.
But
Right.
in his defense now, Mangoes could probably that could have been their security.
It wasn't.
And sometimes
that's why I asked.
Sometimes
Mango
they security,
security-
they bump heads and they
Yeah.
be like,
Yeah.
he coming to the door, grabbing motherfucker, they ain't having it. They be like, nah, and he'll
Well, not
meet me.
even. Because
Mango
also,
security
look, they have their own security a
actually
certain
were
way.
dressed differently, and
Oh.
they actually had a badge saying that they were Mangoes,
Hmm.
and they were the ones actually working the line. The people that were basically at the front door, like with
Okay.
the wand
With
and
the band,
everything
okay.
else, that's different.
Because I was going to say, because sometimes when you get into these, you got the meeting before the event and they go, hey, this is what it is. I don't give a fuck what
who it
nobody
is,
says, X, Y, and Z. And they got to follow it.
And that's my point, which is why I was like, I want to
And
ask.
that nigga ain't where he want to be at. Goddamn it, he shit fucked up right now. He trying to eat, nigga. Hey, he like.
And that's what I'm.
That's why he got
The one
got
part that I will
amnesia
say
real
is
quick.
because if it's 12 o'clock, though, right?
Right.
If it's 12 o'clock and she said the party ain't lit,
right,
whoever's
and
running that
Classic
shit ain't
Weekend.
happy.
they frustrated. They're like,
'Cause
man,
I'm telling you right now, Mangoes, to rent the fuck out of Mangoes,
Yeah.
that wasn't cheap, man.
And Classic Weekend, it should have been lit at like
That should've been
11.
lit.
First of all, Mangoes don't give their shit up unless you have a certain quota. They are in they're in a section, first off, where I'll tell you, people pay $1 million.
Right.
$1 million for that event. I mean, for their venue. Because people come in for conventions and whatnot, throw them that fucking corporate money, and that's it. That's what they used to. So for Classic Weekend, they like, I mean, I could get it. They could say, hey, look, you could be really bored and nothing going on in the city, or you let me throw your event. But I'm assuming they still got to make their money. Plus what it costs to have everybody there to
so
fucking
you
get
think
it.
that that's what it is? You feel like it was a
If
combination
I would make
of
a
maybe
combo,
not making
Dave's not
the money
they
that
weren't
you were
happy about
making?
where they were
Right.
at 12 o'clock at.
because
12 o'clock.
if he was frustrated because he would have been like, you were saying the right names. You know he know him.
Right.
He'd be, oh, okay, come on. You know what I'm saying? Even if you busy, come on.
I can't even look at you right now because I'm really mad that I was told I couldn't get into the Jeezy concert, and the
and then
whole
you
time.
right next to the nigga
He's
that
like,
got
and
"Yeah,
the
I could've got
whole
you in."
That's
time.
fucked up.
After the fact.
Unreal, bro. You're fired.
You bring GZ in every time he's here?
I mean, I done
Pretty
bring him for the
much.
last 5 years, you know.
Yeah.
Damn,
That nigga
bro.
got a contract with us.
You got
I love him.
So the next time
like,
we come, man, we
a
already
Jeezy
seen you come
concert
through,
is
so-
Let's
some
do it.
crazy
Hey,
shit.
do it.
Hey, we got the media pass there.
You see
We'll
that?
just let Posh walk up just in case they give us a headache.
We got Rick Ross coming for the Pro Bowl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
got
need to
Rick
be
Ross.
there.
All right.
Yeah,
Can
we
we do
got
that?
Rick Ross.
Where's that at?
Is that guilt?
Guilt?
Yeah.
All right,
I
bet.
can work.
You gotta get with Mike. You know you know what I'm saying?
Bumba-
He like them little flat. He like them little flat booty. You know,
Yeah, he like
yeah.
white girls with no booty.
Oh, shit.
Look at the staff at Guilt.
Oh, wow. That's what's up.
So yeah, it was a very unpleasant experience. Like for me, I was just like, wow, this shit is really fucking crazy. Guest list, name dropping.
Yeah, none of that shit worked.
All this crazy shit had to happen. And to be quite honest with you, I went there for Envy. I'm not even sure that nigga was even there. I ain't see him once. On top of that.
Wow.
So I was like,
Well, they probably was like, yo, we can't give you the other half what you needed,
yeah,
so
so
right.
skate.
we outie. So some people don't get confused. Really, what we want to talk about is we want to talk about a nightlife industry and we want to talk about what happens. So we brought a legend in the street, which is Dogman, to come talk about some of this stuff, which Posh kind of collabed on. Touche, what are we gonna say about Touche? Or you just want
think
Shay?
she wants to go by
You just
Shay.
want Shay? Shay is killer?
Shay.
Good grief.
I mean, you told me I can't call you bitch, and now I'm getting in trouble for calling you Touche? What the fuck, dog? You gotta choose something, my nigga. God damn.
What you're not gonna do is yell at me in front of all these people. That's what you're not gonna do.
I was calm earlier, right?
You were.
All right, so Shay, what are we gonna say for you? You work, you're connected for all these events. You work a lot of these events, and you're just the queen of Orlando, right?
I guess you could say. You
There
could
you go.
queen. Damn. That's a little.
I don't know. Hold on. I'll tell
this
y'all a
is the
story,
thing.
right? So I'm really cool. Like Jay Johnson's my brother.
Right.
So
He put me on.
I met Shay, I'm sorry, from Jay. And because Jay's like my twin, she's like my sister now. And so this is one person that I've met. I could meet anybody in Orlando and talk about Shay. Oh yeah, I know Shay. I know Shay. I know Shay. I know Shay. I'm like, God, you're worse than my dad, bro. Like, I be putting on spots like, oh, are you Mr. Such son? Yeah, why? All right, anyways, nigga. So
But
it's just
why? Because I was asking myself the question. I was like, we're about to interview Shay, and I don't personally know her. So, what do we know about
where's
Shay?
Your backstory to Shay? I mean Shay.
Where did it start?
I'm trying to think the first place I actually Tessa. It was Tessa.
There's no fucking way it was
Nocturnal
Tessa, my nigga.
Jungle.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
don't wanna hear
my
that.
first job was at Tessa.
I don't want to hear that.
I was
So we put you on?
technically between you and Jonathan, or Jay Johnson. Like I started from there. I actually
Damn,
bartended.
so you should give me homage then.
Oh my God.
Fuck it.
I started being a bartender because you guys were having the Halloween party. They were decorating, and I was I was making drinks. The owner was like, "You want to be a bartender?" And I was like, "Okay." And that's literally what happened.
But you know a lot of people, though.
Well,
You're forgetting the part of you know a lot of people.
I mean, from working in the club, I know everyone. That's the main reason why people know me. Like, I work everywhere.
It's not because you're cool. It's not because you're a nice person. It's just
I'm
you
a nice person. I am. But I'm... But I'm just,
so, dog, man, how do you know Touche? Let's get some... How do you know Touche?
Please stop referring to me as Touche.
I'm sorry, Shay.
Thank you.
Shay is killer?
Jesus.
Killer?
I know her from the nightlife. She move a lot of bottles. You know what I'm saying?
So she make that money.
Yeah, she
That's
get
one
that
thing I
money.
do know about
Yeah.
Shay. She make that bread.
She'll give you a little back rub every now and again.
Don't say it's strong.
Oh my God. I think we came up from Glitz. When we had Glitz, that was like probably the most epic place I've ever worked in my
Glitz.
life. Because we were literally like, I was not even working. That's when I was just like
Partying.
at the time, like partying and with the guy that, who had a lot of money. And I was making like $1,500 every Friday for like how long? Like a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
That was your party?
Yeah, it was
She got rich.
Yeah, I really did. That's
Got
how I
rich.
came up.
So
because,
she made that. I know you,
got
you
rich,
had to make a
goddamn it.
lot more.
like I met like my mom was like, "Why are you not?" And I was getting unemployment. I was like living.
Yeah.
Damn.
So it was like I was making $1,500 a week at this club, and that's how I really like met so many people. I mean, I knew Dell, obviously, I knew Mello, but like that's when we all pretty much after Glitz, like all of us pretty much like that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was like the stepping stone. Like now we can do anything and anywhere with anyone.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your backstory, dog, man? Like, tell us a little bit about you for the people that might not know you. The people that know you might not know some of your starts and whatnot. How long you been in the game?
Hey,
what you
man.
been doing?
Shit. Ooh.
Because from what I'm told, you're a legend, man.
Hey man, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of hard to get behind your name. I've been doing it a minute. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this thing a minute. It started off with the underground radio station. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you do there?
We used to have underground radio station on 91.7 back in the days, and we just used
Bro,
to,
you know what? Your
Yeah.
voice is mad familiar now,
Yeah,
bro.
we used to
Because y'all
do-
was the one who had the music on, and then you would still talk during the music,
yeah,
right?
we talked to the music. Yeah.
Man, I was
Yeah.
like, yo, I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, this voice is really familiar, bro.
Yeah, we
That's
used to do
what's
our
up.
thing, and it just started from that doing, just throwing little parties, doing shows. I mostly do events,
Yeah.
I don't really.
That's where you're
I
at now. It's
yeah,
event-based.
Yeah, I kind of do events because that weekly
Getting
shit.
that money.
Yeah, I try to get to it real quick, man. You know what I'm saying?
That up and down on weekly shit ain't the business.
I don't got time for that.
It is
I
not.
salute them though,
Yeah,
that,
for sure. I mean, I had fun.
Yeah, I'd rather just put some events together, get out their way. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? They'll see me January. I'm up there, Super Bowl. I be traveling.
All right, so
know
you
what
do
I'm saying?
so you do move around.
Yeah, I
then.
move around, I travel.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. So that really shows, your reach, because if you do events so people that, and I'll say this, like my dad is a Super Bowl goer. He
Right.
goes every Super Bowl. So
Right.
for him, like your party would be something he looks forward to because you're
go
there
there.
every Super Bowl.
Right.
So for people that don't understand that, you hitting no matter. Now it don't got to be in Orlando. You good wherever it's at.
wherever. I'm Miami. I'm all in Alabama. I hit the neck of the woods, baby. I'm
That's what's
telling you, you
up.
don't got to just stick in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? I wherever the same shit they do here, you can do it everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
How long did it take you to get that mind frame and go, yeah, this is what I want to get into?
Yeah, it kind of took a minute. You know how you just be,
Because it was probably a lot of local stuff in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
And what was your first event that you did that, kind of took you to only events?
The car show.
Okay.
Yeah.
The car show. I used to do the car show started right there on John Young and 50. Caribbean
For
Sunshine
Classic.
back. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Next
And they-
sheriff's office.
The sheriff office wasn't there then.
yet.
They
Yeah.
wasn't there yet, but they was
Way
coming.
back, so it's way
they,
back.
They the one moved us up out that shit. I used to gate it off right there.
I'm sure they
when,
did.
When they said they were coming, they said, "Man, y'all get the fuck on."
We ain't gonna have this around these parts.
Yeah, y'all got to slide, bro. And they put us down there, and it been growing. Right now, we at like 10,000. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up,
Yeah.
bro.
So
Soon you'll be at the convention center doing some
yeah,
crazy shit.
yeah. If they let her, they won't let a nigga be great.
Facts.
Nigga be blocking off every guy. Nigga, they be blocking off motherfucking.
Listen, this-
Coy. Bitch, we don't even go that far.
Listen,
nigga.
this-
Well, that's what I heard. Like, I
No,
got in here
crazy.
today,
It
and
was
Lemmy
crazy.
and Reggie were telling me that, like, yo, anywhere you passed by that was an empty lot had
Yeah.
a cop in it just to make sure nobody was in
yeah,
it.
yeah, they
Yeah.
don't play.
the road this year was more blocked off than any other year.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about from like OBT
Yeah.
and to all the way down like West Colonial. How I'm like, what is going on?
But this is what I told the lieutenant, man. I said, man, they really hurting themselves because we put all the niggas in one spot. I don't know why. The more you block them off, they gonna go to ABC
Spread out.
Right.
and throw their doors up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They hurting the situation. You know what I'm saying? But one thing about niggas though, I must say this, nigga, you cannot stop. Well, I'm talking about them niggas that park and walk, nigga.
No, listen
Yeah.
for real.
No, they really did.
I think
though.
they were
was
ready
watching
though
them.
because of EDC the week before, and then
But they don't do shit. They don't do that shit with EDC.
No,
man,
they
them
don't do
motherfuckers
that.
be them niggas be. I be seeing them
Everywhere
people walking.
open.
I be sitting there. What the fuck they doing way down here?
Yeah.
Shit,
They say
don't
they
do
off on their own, dog. They on their own journey.
That's them
Dark
drugs.
dream.
When you on drugs, you can do anything.
So what events did you do this past weekend?
We started at Wall to Wall Wednesday, and I did a.
What's that?
That's at Guilt. You know, it's
Okay.
a college party.
Okay.
It be straight. You know what I'm saying? We do like 800. It was
Nice.
probably like 1,100. It was straight. You know.
Yeah.
We don't make no money from that shit because them college kids be broke. Them bitches come with $5.
Yeah.
You tell them free. Bitch, they be there free.
Yeah, yeah.
So class weekend we make a little something, but then I did a good event at my studio. Where
You got a studio here?
Yeah. I got a nice little complex, you know what I'm saying?
It's
I'm gonna
real
give y'all
nice.
one of my movies too, my nigga.
what's
I ain't
up.
fucking on.
Where's
Hey.
the complex at?
Right there for OBT and
What's it called?
Lee Rowe. Black Lake Entertainment Complex.
Oh, all right, bet.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we did a nice music conference there. You know what I'm saying? We had TJ DJs. We had a Block from Republic in there. You know what I'm saying? It was nice. It turned out real good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the artists really ain't feeling that shit no more. Everybody do it. They don't believe in it, and they shot me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Friday we did. We didn't do anything. We did Dream. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you ran a dream out?
150 scribbles.
Nice.
What?
And then Saturday.
I gotta fuck with
we came
you,
over there
dog.
with
They
Eddie.
get butt naked too.
I ain't make it over to Eddie because I stayed at Dream too late. I was trying to get back over there. You know what I'm saying? And then Saturday we did. Saturday we had 3 concerts, and then after party we did Block Boy JB for the college students, and then we did Jeezy. Well, we had your fucking section, the nigga ain't tell you.
Damn.
We had Jeezy and Ball Greasy over there at Rum Jungle, and then I had Money
Oh, Ball
Back.
Greasy was there too?
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah,
Damn.
they fucked it up, man.
Yeah,
They
it was
fucked
amazing.
I bet that shit was lit, bro.
It was stupidly.
She
But
showed me pictures.
Listen, Money Bag, yo, we couldn't let nobody else in.
That's
Wow.
If I wasn't
Where
working,
was that at?
I would have been there.
Yeah, that was at Guild.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On Sunday?
Yeah, everything was on
Or it was
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? We
Damn,
need
bro. So,
Sunday.
so how's that work for you? Because you got 2 spots mainly, right? Because the 2 were at the same spot, or was?
No, 3 spots. All
Okay.
on different locations.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So how's that work for you when you got 3 spots? Like, how can you be at 3 places at once? How you work that?
Well, you got to have the right staff, people that
Okay.
you trust. You know, I really could have stayed asleep because we've been doing it so long. I don't
That's
really,
what's up.
it's like making money if you sleep. You got to just trust them. You know, and then I meet everybody mostly. When it's over, I meet them at Dream.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because we got a little system.
That's what's up.
And then from Dream, we meet up at the fairground. After that we did after party at the Palace.
Nice. La Palace.
Yeah.
He had Purnell at the fairgrounds. The mental therapist guy, he was on our show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I seen that he was
Yeah.
at your
He
event.
was a
as well.
celebrity judge. He was a celebrity judge. I had picked him because it was different. You know, that's my nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Let us know when you
Nice.
need RX to be a celebrity judge. We in that bitch.
Yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have to bring y'all on my show.
Yeah, let's go, man.
let's
We with it,
do
bro.
it.
We do the Suicide Squad show every Sunday on 104.5.
All right. Nice.
You know what I'm saying? 10 to
what's
12.
up.
So I'm about to bring y'all on there do some
Let's do that, man.
cross examination.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that.
I'm good. I
Hey,
don't know.
we good in any hood, my nigga. Just
but
let it
that's
be
all.
known,
That's
bro.
all it's about. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Touche. So what did you do this weekend?
I worked at.
Nigga, I need you to get a little crunk, dog. You done
sorry?
drank like half the bottle of Henny and you like,
That's it right there. She out of there. It's over with.
That's not true. No, I worked at Dogman's event, Jeezy and Ball Greasy. Good time. Very packed.
So what's the good and the bad of? Were you bartending or bottle girl?
I did bottle service.
Okay, so what's the good and the bad on that?
Well, for me, because I did both, to me, bottle service money is quicker because when you're bartending, you might not get tipped all the time. As opposed, you got to make 10, 15 drinks. You may get $5, you may get $1 off a bottle. When you when you serve, it's automatic $20, $30 off rip.
Yeah.
So to me, the money is a lot faster. So my first time actually serving was at Glitz when I worked for Dogman, and that's why I was like, I'm not gonna bartend no more if I'm making $30 a bottle and niggas is buying 6 bottles at a time.
Yeah.
That's in like one in the 30 seconds. There you go.
Hey, I don't know what she did, but her motherfucking clientele out the roof.
Yeah.
I always salute
Touche,
her, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she know that's why I tell y'all like Touche knows.
What's behind
a
the
lot.
touche
That's
shit?
my name, but he keeps saying
I'm
it.
sorry, Shay. What do you expect, my nigga?
Most people
You
don't
said
know
I gotta
that's my
keep one
name.
thing off limits. You didn't say it was your name.
My bad, but
Fuck.
yeah, that's my real name. Obviously now the whole world knows.
Sorry, Shay is killer.
So Shay, you ever had anybody run out on a bill?
Actually, no, I haven't.
Oh,
Never.
nobody just try to sneak out.
You
or-
got to remember, you just said her clientele is lit. So the people
Nah, I
coming
mean,
in to
early
fuck
coming
with
up.
Shay is like,
Yeah, they ain't finna.
They ain't dipping
I've never
because she
had
knows
that
them.
problem, honestly,
Yeah.
that I can think of. Or if it was done like if I was bartending, it was unintentional. They were drunk and I know them. So
Yeah.
But
like me. Some shit I do.
cards decline.
Cash app.
no, I'm not.
$50.
Not really. People aren't doing fraud no more, so we're good.
Yeah, thank
They're
God.
tight.
That fraud business done. I was talking to somebody the other day and I was like, so funny, like, cause fraud was like a big thing,
That was a
like
thing.
4 or 5 years ago. And I'm like, bro, when I was in college,
Yeah.
04, bro. Oh, let me stop before I incriminate myself.
All right.
How many years I got off that?
Oh my goodness. Mad
times.
random, but I had somebody approach me with this question and I didn't know what to think of it. So I'm gonna ask the guys because it really was a guy related question. But then I'll ask you if this has ever happened to you. Have you ever stolen $40 out of a bitch's purse before?
Hell no.
I've never stolen no money
Nah.
out of a bitch's
Nah.
purse. The last time all right, here it is. This, right?
Come on,
I was
man.
I was like 8 years old,
Oh, God.
and my mom had this friend that was living with us,
Oh my god.
and she had a nice job, you know what I mean. But again, I'm 8, right?
Right.
So she had like $20 on the floor, right? So, so we get home, right? She drops us off. I take that $20. I go out and go check the mail, and I run back up and go, look, I found this $20 on the side of the street. That's the only time I've ever stole from
Oh my
a chick.
god.
Nah, who does that?
But I was 8, nigga. What the
I think
fuck?
it's like a
Maybe
real good story.
I don't know. I just
You were so dramatic about it.
think so. Well, one time I was 8.
The Henny, nigga.
Damn, I gotta stop
You
fucking
trying to
with
tell
hood
us something?
niggas.
Somebody hit you for the 40?
No, I was asking
Did that doorman hit you for the
Has
40?
anybody ever stolen out of
No.
your purse?
Not that I'm aware of.
Right, we need
I think that's
But-
some bitches like that. Yo, I just
That's
can't.
so green.
I
Yeah,
could,
that's
I
so
could
green.
never. I
That's
would
up there with
never
hitting a woman.
come to that shit. I couldn't.
No,
I couldn't.
the reason why I bring that up is because I was talking to a good friend of mine and he was telling me, he's like, yo, one time I took $40 from a bitch purse. And I'm like,
Yo.
but why?
He probably was
So-
tricking with her, though.
So he said, well,
That was his 40.
not but,
He just took it in advance.
I want to know what's this. Why is 40 the magical number? Why?
it was 220s.
220s.
That's a tank of gas.
It was 220s.
It's always like $40. I'm not like
Can I tell you though?
bitch, like,
not even nothing though. Like I don't think. For me it's karma. Like it's just I remember.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm a firm believer, right? So my
Damn,
parents.
yo, we needed
my
Ian on
parents,
the panel today
yeah,
because I'm
right?
sure that nigga would have been like, hell
This-
yeah.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. But I was working, and my parents had a store at the Universal, so City Walk Universal and Islands of Adventure. So I was working at Island of Adventure store for them, and I go in the bathroom, right? And there's this wallet here, and in that wallet was a K, $1,000. So I took the grand and I left. So they had everything else. And let me tell you, that next 6 months was the worst 6 months of my life. And I have never come close to any shit like that ever again. Like I think God was just giving me a lesson because I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I don't know if I was just doing it to be dumb and stupid because I was really young at the time. But again, the lesson I learned off of that was like, it's never worth it because it's funny. I had a driver one time say, you always get what you get. You're gonna get what you're supposed to get. Like nothing is your life is set.
It's
as such.
it's already done. Yeah.
That's it. So, and I never understood that. But after that happened because this was after the fact, that really hit me. And it's like, look, you're going to get what you get. You took that $1,000 and now you got to feel bad for whatever it put that family in. Because what if that's all they had to go on a trip? And then on the backside, you had to, like, I'm telling you, that was the worst 6 months of my life, bro. The worst. Money, everything. Like, and Touche will tell you, because I knew Touche at the time. I mean,
Oh
Shay
my
at the
God,
time.
stop saying her
Sorry,
fucking
fuck,
name,
what the
yo.
fuck want me to
It's
do?
too late at this
Yo,
point.
she's
Everybody
my
knows.
fucking phone is that? Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, that was I could never do some shit like that after that.
Well, his reasoning for doing the whole I'm gonna take $40 from a girl is because he was like, as much time she's washed my clothes, I'm sure she's came across money and pocketed it herself. So he felt like it was justified. And then
it's
it was
funny.
crazy.
My wife wants to take my money when she finds it in the wash.
That's what you're supposed to do.
It's crazy to
I
me.
mean, if I
because
gotta
then
pay you that to wash my clothes, then we good.
after that conversation, I go on fucking Instagram and I saw a meme. I don't know if you guys seen it. It was like a Batman meme. It was like, oh, when you go to steal $40 from her purse and you notice that your watch is in there. And I was like,
The
that bitch is a
fuck?
criminal. So I was like, damn. But I was like, what are the odds that I'm having this conversation and then that meme pops up? Like, it was mad weird.
Shay, you ever had a nigga steal from you?
No, never.
Not that you're aware of.
Well, yeah, not that I'm aware of.
Because
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
some
know.
fuck
I
ass
think
shit.
it
dog.
may
How
have
you,
happened.
how you steal
but
money
I
from a
wouldn't
girl,
know.
nigga?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Again, that's up there with hitting
shit.
a woman. Like, you don't do that.
Well,
I think it
I
might
mean, I
be
don't know
some
about
New
that
York
level,
nigga
but
shit.
it's up there.
You
domestic
escalated.
violence sometimes is an option.
oh, wow.
Now Shay is in this bitch.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
what's
great,
up.
because let's get to the shits. So I don't know who you are, but I think the general consensus was that
She's a
you
bad
be
bitch.
knowing everybody's business. And I want to know personally, how does this happen?
Because she knows fucking
You
everybody.
know
everybody.
everybody. You work at the club. People
Just tell you
talk.
shit?
It's not even that. Like, you'll be somewhere, people are just talking. Like, people just like to fucking talk.
And
As
you
much
just
as people say that, oh, I'm
be
not
there
no
at
one
the right
business,
place at the
you
wrong
are.
time.
Yeah,
and Shay just there to hear it all.
right.
Shay, you know what, Shay?
What happened?
Remember
Oh,
in the beginning, like long time ago, remember that the Twitter page that was like getting everybody's business?
I heard
I
that you were
remember that.
behind the
No.
fake Orlando Twitter page.
Remember that page?
Yeah, but that definitely wasn't me.
I mean, I didn't think so, but do
Yeah.
you know who it was?
No, that I don't know.
Because that was crazy.
so
And the
long
only
ago.
reason I thought that, I don't know if I can't even
I
say.
knew who it was.
You do?
was it?
Yeah.
Who was
Drop
it?
names.
I can't do this.
It's
No, for real, who was it
RawXchange.
for
Drop
real?
names.
It definitely wasn't me.
That was such a long time ago, bro.
Yeah, it was a long time, but they had told me.
Was
Oh,
it a
really?
guy or girl?
It was a dude.
No
What?
way.
It
Wow.
was a dude. Fucked up. It was a
The
dude.
one that was calling
It
everybody
was a
out.
Yeah, it was a dude.
It was a dude?
Wow.
And the only reason that I was really nervous, and Shay's hold on. No, I'm
You
gonna
were
be,
real nervous?
no, listen. And Shay will tell you, like, I am real, like, you may know me, but I'm still discreet. Like, people don't know me like she may know me or other people know me. Like, I might push it out there, but you don't still know the backstory. And some other shit that people knew.
Yeah.
And that person came at me once, and I'm like, bro, for you to come at me, now I'm
Is
looking
that
at
why
my
you
circle.
got off Twitter?
I was like, what the fuck? No, that's not why I got off. But they were just was like wilding out, and I'm like, come on, bro, I just do a Monday night at Tesla, my nigga. It ain't that serious, but and it was a dude, huh?
That's crazy
Yeah, it
as
was a dude.
hell.
Wow.
a lot of people did think it was you, though.
I'm,
Shay.
I'm like, why? First of all, those are my friends. I would never, like, the people I, like, fuck with, I would never, ever do that to them. Like,
Yeah.
that's a
That's
dude?
crazy,
That's
bro.
crazy. Wow.
It was a dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
shit
wild.
Crazy.
That's wild.
That was the start of people having no fucking lives, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when that shit got on that.
But
stage.
that's-
Cause they were putting people's business out
Yeah,
there,
they
like,
were going in.
Yeah.
cause and you know
But-
what? Because
but-
people would be like, yo, who the fuck is
But,
like
but
they
see
were
what,
angry.
what happened is he said something that he put himself on the murder scene. So that's how we knew. You know what I'm saying? So you only could know so goddamn much.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when he was saying certain stuff, we was like, you just narrow it down and be like, if I just love you, I'm gonna say it was one of y'all in the room.
Exactly.
It's one of the motherfuckers in the room.
Exactly.
And then if you keep talking, then I'm gonna be like, man, that was Eddie B. Because Eddie B told me to come and
Right,
park
right,
over there.
right,
So
right,
he
right.
kept doing this, and then my
He
dog.
got- he got too
Right, he was getting too
specific.
specific.
So
You
it
got
was Eddie B.
no.
Look at him
Is
on
that why
Twitter
you
right
got
now.
on
Back then,
Twitter?
On
too,
Twitter
so,
right now.
But you know that's what happened. He was getting too comfortable. When you
Yeah.
kept, he should have. If he would have got away, just left it alone.
And stop, yeah.
Because I'm telling you, bro. At least for our circle in Orlando, he had
It had
motherfuckers-
Orlando
Yeah.
shook.
They like,
Yeah.
who the fuck
motherfuckers
this
looking
is?
around. Yo, heavy.
Yeah, and they were
Heavy.
calling niggas
Yo,
out.
it
though.
was
I
crazy.
think this shit was straight. I like
It was funny. Don't
that
get me
shit was
wrong.
kinda
It
tight.
was funny
It was
until he
funny.
mentioned my name, and I'm like, "What the fuck? You don't know me, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
That's when Twitter
But
was
he couldn't.
popping, though.
The
Yeah,
reason
it
why
was.
he probably ain't go. He couldn't go in because he didn't know that.
yeah.
Right.
I mean, he knew that once outside. That's why I was like, I'm gonna let it ride. But it's like,
That's when Twitter was fun, though. That's when
it
like,
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
That
still
shit's
love
lame.
Twitter.
I had a good 5K on Twitter. Like, I was popping on Twitter.
5K?
Go 5K.
What's 5K?
5,000.
Oh,
What?
and niggas at million now, my nigga.
Oh,
Yeah, but that's before we got to all the crazy shit.
before Instagram took over.
And it's never been the same.
No.
But they're saying, from the guy we had last week, he was saying Twitter's how he gets a lot of business done for the DMs in Twitter. That's how he gets
Is
to a
the
lot of
move
people.
going back to Twitter?
I don't know. I never left Twitter, so
I try to get into it, but for me, it's hard, man. Like, I need an
different
app.
now.
that's because you have no followers.
I need it.
Oh.
I need an app, right? I'm gonna let her slide, but I need an app that just lets me like post everything. Like how Facebook
It do that,
or
though.
Instagram will let you do one vice versa.
Oh,
but I need one.
They do that. I do-
there's
yeah,
a-
we got
you can
one.
Yeah.
link
What's
it called?
it.
Yeah,
You can link it.
all mine's linked.
Yeah,
You
mine-
So
can
as soon as you hit one, it go to all.
they go to everything.
Yeah, mine's
what's
not-
this
I'm
called?
not- I'm not doing that.
It's called Hootsuite.
Oh, Hootsuite don't do that.
Yeah.
But there's also like
I use it for work.
on
You
Inst-
should for everything.
Yeah.
But on Instagram too, there's a thing you can link your Facebook,
Yeah,
yeah,
link
but
your Twitter,
Facebook-
and then post everywhere.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? You are right. I need
Yeah.
to stop
I'm just
being
not
lazy.
doing that because I got.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the way Touche's account set up.
I have 3 different personalities: Snapchat Shay, Twitter Shay, Facebook Shay, and Instagram.
So what
Shay,
you get
right?
in
Explain
Snapchat?
them.
What you get in Snapchat?
Snapchat is where I just don't care. Like I don't. My Snapchat is public. I'm getting like 800, 900 views. Like I don't
the
care.
fuck?
Oh yes, it's public. That's why. My Facebook.
I was lying. I was some
I gotta get
teaching.
off Facebook because family's on
lying.
there.
Yo, you be wilding on Facebook. I'm like, yo, bro, what you doing?
I thought
Yo,
Facebook was,
Touche taught
for the
me how to
fam.
block my parents from crazy shit on Facebook.
I'm about to take the whole family off Facebook. Honestly, honestly.
Yo, she be saying shit. I'm like, dog, your mom, bro, because I know her mom.
No,
I'm
she
like,
don't
yo,
have
bro, what
Facebook.
the fuck?
Yeah, but all her little $9 workers be. I'm like,
Oh shit.
Oh my
I say it all the time. I
God.
don't care.
Are you,
Hey,
in
you a
Facebook
$9
group?
worker. Get
Hey.
down on your knees.
That he ain't talking right now.
Heavily.
That
So
he
let
ain't
me
talking.
ask you this: so what is your next event? Because I can't obviously.
gotta be
Rick,
there.
Rick Ross' birthday party.
Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl.
We gotta
weekend,
be there.
You know what I'm saying?
So can we lock in right now? Because
Yeah.
that might be sold out already.
Yeah,
so.
y'all need to have
I don't
your-
want to have to call ADB because I see what happens when I gotta go through him.
The
I'm not that type of
shade.
nigga. I like to be connected. Like get
So
in,
the
go
way,
spend
the
that
way
bread
the
and be
guest
done.
lists in the line work.
Yeah, no, see, we move a little different over here. See, we move a little different. We might.
If we
might-
send Posh up to the line, we'll get in. No worry about it.
No, we might have a sprinter come pick you home.
I got plenty of
he
them.
got that
Got
on
those
lock.
already.
He got that on
Yeah.
lock.
Okay, you got the sprinters
Tell
on
me your
line?
daddy is, Trevor. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna
Go ahead. Tell me
I'm
your
not
daddy
gonna
is.
do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Let's
Humble
do it because
No, we good, but-
Ross gonna need
Hey,
one.
whatever.
Humble
Hey,
flex.
We
Yeah.
got whatever, bro.
Yeah.
We,
So-
we're the
Go ahead,
we're the
tell us.
largest minority transportation company in Orlando.
Okay. Salute.
You got to
for
say
real.
minority because that
Yeah.
means a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, that means a lot.
Facts.
For real.
Anyways, I'm not gonna get on that because I've been drinking, but yeah.
So it's Pro Bowl weekend.
Yeah,
at
we
some
out there,
point,
though.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pro
let's
Bowl
go.
weekend, you know. Him and a bunch of his football NFL players. So y'all make sure y'all have y'all face in the place. You know what I'm saying?
That means I gotta get back on my little
You gotta go-
diet.
You can
gotta
get
go
saved
do
out
your
there.
thing.
You can get
Yo,
saved
can
out
you
there.
just hold us a spot because we'll come through and spend some bread for you.
Let's do it.
I'll bring a
You know what I'm
crew.
saying? Let's do it. It's
I'll
done.
bring RX and the crew.
It's done.
I'll bring the black card. How
and,
about
then, and
that?
then we're gonna do. You ever been to Dream?
Flex.
Where?
Oh,
Dream.
no, they gotta go to
Long
Dream.
time.
Dream.
No.
You
It's
been
still
to Dream?
5 in
I've
the
been to Dream.
morning.
Yeah.
5 in the morning, get butt
Yeah.
ass naked.
What?
So Dream goes on past 2.
5
Yeah.
o'clock.
5 o'clock. you know
Where
what I'm
is
saying?
this?
So we go from
6
there.
if they still
We go from
throwing
there.
it.
We go from there to Dream.
Yeah, we're going straight there to Dream.
All right, bet.
You know what I'm saying? And then that shit over with.
All right. So how about this, right? And I don't want to put you on the spot, but let's do something where
But-
we. I want to take care of our listeners because I love to take
Yeah,
care of
yeah,
our
yeah,
listeners.
yeah.
Whatever we could do to help them come to that event.
Yeah.
Now they got to pay for sure. We ain't about giving no free rides,
Right.
but let's just bring our exchange crew with us.
Right. Whatever platform you come up with, just get
Don't
at me. Let's
matter.
make it happen.
All right,
Let's make
bet.
it happen.
That
All right,
sounds
bet.
fun. I'm going to that bitch for sure though.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen Rick Ross yet.
Bro.
Never.
Yeah,
going
I
on.
haven't
Ross
seen
is
him yet.
nasty.
I've seen Jeezy, but I haven't seen
Yeah.
Ross.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Bet.
Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Bless.
We
It's
really
an honor. It's an
appreciate
honor.
it.
Man,
It's
we
an
done
honor.
already?
It's an honor.
Yeah.
I want to keep going, right?
I gotta go catch a flight.
Oh,
Oh,
shit, where you
you gotta
going?
You know what I'm
go.
saying? I'm on vacation. I take me a little mini. You know what I'm
is true.
saying?
He
I
made
take
his
me-
money, he
got
out.
money, money.
It was a rough weekend.
It's a rough weekend. I need to rest.
He got money.
You got money.
Money.
Yeah,
That's
you
what's
know.
up, man. Well, yo, we appreciate both you guys being on here, kind of giving us or the listeners a feel of what
Yeah.
classics like, what they can expect if they come down next year, and then
For sure.
hopefully they come fuck with us for Pro Bowl because Pro Bowl is
sure.
actually a fun event. Down
Yeah,
there.
it is.
Yeah.
I love Pro Bowl.
Okay, man, it's an honor being on here, man. I told y'all, we're gonna exchange. Y'all come
man,
on my
for
show.
sure. We'll come through.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we cuss on your show?
Nah, you can't cuss.
Okay. Damn,
Well, I'm
this is
the
the
wrong
second show.
person
We
to
can't
ask.
cuss.
You got to keep it clean.
Keep
All
it
right,
shade.
we're cool.
You're gonna be hearing beep 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 every other time when I speak because I be with the shits.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll go ahead and put it in there. Where y'all assistant at? Tell them go and put it in the book. We'll do it out
The
You
there.
mean our
manager
manager's
right
right
here.
there?
He's
Right.
gone.
We'll
I
put it in
wouldn't
the
call him
books
an
after-
assistant. He's our manager.
Yeah, we'll put it in the books. Eddie. We'll put it in the books after
All right.
after the holidays.
Bet. That
You know
sounds
what I'm
like
saying?
fun.
And then we'll do our
Come turn
thing,
up.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Sounds
saying.
fun.
bet.
Appreciate
Let
that.
the city hear y'all voice too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, appreciate
Yeah.
that for sure.
Thank you. And where can people follow you at? What's your social media handles?
You can follow me at Dogman ENT.
You gotta spell it out. It's not the regular dog though. So it's like
D-A-
Just in case white people
I
listening.
got you right,
Right.
now.
Yeah, I did quality control. So if you hit DAWG will pop up.
Oh, look at
Ancient
You
Chinese
smart.
secret. Ancient Chinese secret. Yeah, but it's DAWGMANENT.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Follow me.
Oh,
I
it's
will
the
follow
man
you
they
back.
wouldn't
You know
get.
what I'm talking about?
you. Yeah. Well, we appreciate that. Touche. I mean, fuck. Shay.
God
shit.
damn
It's
it.
okay at this point.
I'm just
Drop
gonna
that
let.
IG
This is what I'm
handle.
gonna do. I'm gonna let me bleep out all of those touches. All right.
It's been a lot
That's
of
a
bleeps.
lot.
It's a lot
I
of
was gonna
bleeps.
say
It's gonna be fun.
no, it's
Damn,
not.
DJ Curry, I don't know.
Drop that IG handle.
My Instagram as well as my Snapchat is Shay is Killa, SHAYIZ KILLA. My Facebook is Shay Hinton, but you probably won't get accepted there, but everywhere else you will.
Just drop a dick pic. She'll accept you.
Oh my God.
Peace.
Hey.
Welcome to the RawXchange, where we say what the fuck we feel.
My